Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Breaker 2 Extra, and this weekend we are doing, for the first game, the Tallgeese, which technically it's the Endless Waltz type, but personally I prefer the... No, I can't rotate the model, but personally I prefer the TV version, so I revamped the color scheme slightly to more reflect that. Put a little bit of gray around the shield, because some versions of the Tallgeese have that, some don't. So, since the gray border around the shield is much smaller than it can be on the, would be on the TV version if it had it, it's a fair compromise. Got rid of the gold on the shoulders and the arms. Looks all pretty and fancy and stuff, but this is, the Tallgeese was actually the first Gundam model I ever bought, because... for where I was at the time, I thought the Gundams themselves, especially the Wing Gundams, were just, flashier than I particularly liked, but the Tallgeese was nice. It was elegant compared to them. Though I did end up getting Wing Zero, too, because I just liked it. I liked that it had friggin' warp nacelles on its back, is what I liked. But eventually I kind of got more into Gundam, of course, and, flashy is good. But, yeah. I have... as you can see, the levels vary. I'm using Wing Gundam's Beam Saber as my melee weapon because I don't have anything else that's really that appropriate. It has two Dober guns because there's one built into the arm, of course, and if you just use the one built into the arm, you cannot use Stinger Shoot and Breaker Shoot which are the long rifle EX actions. So. And I'm pretty sure that Long Rifle Mastery does not figure into the damage done by the built-in version, because the damage numbers are totally identical to the built-in Beam Saber's damage numbers, which does not seem right to me. It does have a built-in Beam Saber, of course, in its shield. Actually, I guess a Mark II Beam Saber would probably be about appropriate for it, but I'm sticking with this. But yeah, got most of the parts up to level 7 or 8. You'll see I was having some capacity problems and did in fact equip 2 generators to get it working with the level 13 Saber and level 10 gun. But since capacity is mostly stored, there are some other parts with skills that will add to your capacity. GN condensers can show up in the 00 mobile suits, which will up your capacity. Fuel tanks on some backpacks will up your capacity. But in terms of generating power, of course, most mobile suit generators are in the torso, so that is spread between the torso and legs in this version. So, in this game. So that's where we are with that. Yeah, I've got its built-in Beam Saber and Dober gun as its option equipment. EX actions, armor repair, Stinger Shoot / Breaker Shoot, and boost tackle. And for modules, the feed forward module that prevents recoil, and the 2 generator upgrades and brake repair. I think I'm actually going to change brake repair, though, to, I think it's brake loader, because I think there's a 1-point version of that. Yes, there is, because that, I believe, should let the built-in Dober gun recharge more quickly, so I want that. So, for the first one, I think, yeah, we're going to do the new downloadable mission, which is, I've run through it once, and it's decent. Not that one, you will see that one thwart me pretty hard on Monday, spoilers, but I believe it's mission 9, and it is right here. Yeah, this week's DLC is the Strike Noir, so let's take it out. Yeah, but the color layout on the Endless Waltz type Tallgeese is... The grays are not as dark as on the original Tallgeese, and some of the colors are slightly different. And it didn't give me the launch screen. That's a shame. I wanted to show you that, but oh well. And there's Breaker Shoot, and yeah, you have the choice of firing single shots with the Dober gun, or holding down the button for a more prolonged blast. pretty much you only get the prolonged blast on the built-in version, but it can be useful, of course. One thing that bothers me is that it has that built-in shield, but as far as I can tell, you cannot actually guard with it per se. Let's use its built-in beam saber. It's not going to be great, but we'll use it. Yeah, not great is kind of an understatement, actually, so let's... That Dobergun's not recharged. This one is. Got that guy up there. Built-in Dobergun's ready. But yeah. You can't actually guard with the shield, and it does not show up in the equipment list as an option part you can equip and guard with it like a standard shield. So it's not the best piece of equipment. I'm not even sure it technically reduces your damage any. I think maybe... Oops, there's an acid jammer up there. I better get to it. Let's heal. Stinger shot. There we go. But I have a feeling that having that shield might add block to another shield if you're using one, but that just seems so redundant. And it would look so ugly, so... Going with stock Tallgeese for this. Gotcha. Okay, built-in Dobergun's ready again. So, this is probably going to take all my Doberguns to do a fair amount of damage to one of these. So, probably what I'll do is I'll try and finish off one with the Dobergun. I'll Gaios, and then I'll do... No, I almost got one of them with it, so that's not bad. Gotcha. Okay, now we'll Gaios because our weapons recharge quicker in Gaios. As you can see, everybody here is kind of tall compared to me. Okay. Does pretty well with boost tackle, though, so okay, let's do that. Clean out everybody before we move on. Okay. Now that I've gotten it upgraded, it does move fairly quickly, though. I upgraded it until... And the reason some of the parts of the Dobergun's level 10 is I upgraded it until every skill was available. Because I figured that would give me and you the best idea of what the mobile suit is capable of. Those skills can, of course, be upgraded. So... Ow. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's like, the unique skill on the backpack is Super Vernier, which gives you increased thruster speed and capacity. I think I leveled that up to, like, level 7, so... And compared to the first time I used this, it does, I will confirm, make a difference, so... Let's take care of those. I hate the bugs. Since they move around, the bulk shots are not too handy. Oh, well. No. Got it. And you're next. Okay, I'm actually the single shots are almost more useful than the mass shots. Okay, need to let that charge before I use it again, else it will overheat. There we go. Oh, I got a couple. Now we'll overheat it with that and switch to the other one. There we go. All my guns are overheated. Let's get over there and kill some stuff. I think my team's handling the stuff that's behind us, so... You two are together, so... Hi! Yeah, Wing's beam saber is pretty good. It's like one of my second or third best beam saber right now. But I haven't upgraded a ton of equipment very far. You know, mostly the heavy upgrades I've done on stuff I've been doing for request weeks, or request weekends. So, you know, at this point in the game, it is a not inconsiderable point expense to get things up to a decent level. I don't know the exact price. I think it varies by the power of the mobile suit. But basically, I know that to get my atomic bazooka up to level 19 would cost me, I think, $1 million. $500,000 or $1 million, one of the two. More than I have. Let's say that. More than I have. Way more than I have. As you saw, I have about 25,000 at the beginning of the round. Okay, the beam spam for you. The beam spam is out. Okay. That's one. If I have to Gaios to end the rest of you, I will, but I don't think I will. Okay, well. Did I actually hit anything? Yes, I did. Got him. Oh, that one's down, so we'll use this one. Gotcha. Well, almost. Now I got him. That actually went fairly well. You know, unlike my Patchwork Gundam, I am having to work at it, but it's holding its own. Eventually, I do want to make myself a Tallgeese 3 and see how that does. The original Tallgeese is my favorite, but Tallgeese 3 is a nice design, too. Looks like Tallgeese 2 is... There aren't a lot of partial mobile suits in this like there were in the first Gundam Breaker. Most forms have their own full set of parts. There are a few exceptions. You know, some things share like a few parts, but it's very rare that there's like just one part to differentiate the pair. But Tallgeese 2 is one of those cases. There's not a full set of Tallgeese 2 parts. There are Tallgeese 1 parts and Tallgeese 3 parts, and a Tallgeese 2 head. Which makes sense since I think even in the Endless Waltz variations, the only difference between 1 and 2 is the head, so. Alright. Oops, it overheated. I think almost got one of them. Stab. Stab. Got that one. Get this grunt while things recharge. Now, let me get clear so I can use my main gun on it. Or just... Could I fire, please? That would be rad. Okay, now you're mine. Gotcha. And here's the ace. Which, of course, will be the Strike Noir. Had the extended MS in action to that for a while. I had to sell it because the price was good, and I didn't have any super attachment, but it's a good figure if you ever want to get one. I think I'll Gaios now. Yes, recoloring the Tallgeese involved a lot of minor changes. Like that gray spot on the head had to be made. I had to generate words. No, I had to recolor its optics to be blue instead of green. You know, a bunch of little differences. And of course, the wing decal is very different for the Endless Waltz version, but I did get it. So, it's not a bad mobile suit. I mean, it's fun to use, so it's worth building yourself one. So, got the Noir head before, got the body, got the arms, got the legs, and I know I have the backpack, so I guess I have the whole thing now. I've only run this like twice, so that's pretty good. Some plastic I didn't need, some plastic I did need, some plastic I did need, some carbon I needed a little of. Variable phase shift base H, phase shift base M, Long rifle H2, 180mm cannon, that's the Gundam Ground Types cannon, I believe, MCAD chip. Shield base M1, Mastery Battery 1, Ability Battery 1. That's good because as you can see I'm low on those from leveling up the mobile suit I did last week. And Strike Noir Weapon HCAD chips, which as you can see I've done this stage all of 3 times, so not bad. So alright, we are going to take a break now, and we will be back tomorrow with the Gundam X Divider. So until then, everybody take care. Later!